Bashar al-Assad's story is a complex tapestry woven with legacy, promise, and controversy. Born on September 11, 1965, in Damascus, Syria, Bashar al-Assad was not initially destined to lead. His formative years were characterized by a focus on education, following a path seemingly far removed from the political sphere of influence that surrounded him. Bashar pursued medicine, studying at Damascus University and specializing in ophthalmology in London. The trajectory of his life, however, shifted dramatically following the untimely death of his elder brother, Basil, who was being groomed to succeed their father, Hafez al-Assad, then the President of Syria. In 2000, following the death of his father, Bashar was propelled into the political arena. A swift amendment to the Syrian constitution lowered the minimum age requirement for presidential candidates, paving the way for Bashar, who was just 34 years old at the time, to assume the presidency. His ascent to power was met with a mixture of anticipation and skepticism. Many hoped that as a younger leader, Bashar would usher in an era of modernization and reform in Syria. Yet, these early hopes for a new direction under his leadership were largely unmet. Bashar al-Assad's presidency has been profoundly shaped by the challenges and complexities of the Syrian Civil War, which erupted in 2011 amidst the broader context of the Arab Spring protests. The conflict has cast a long shadow over his tenure, characterized by widespread allegations of human rights abuses. His administration's response to the uprising sparked significant international condemnation and led to the country's isolation from much of the global community. Despite the controversy and condemnation, Bashar al-Assad has maintained his grip on power, thanks in large part to the support of crucial international allies. Russia, Iran, and Hezbollah have been instrumental in backing Assad's government, providing military and strategic assistance that has helped him resist both domestic and international pressures aimed at unseating him. Their involvement has also contributed to the prolongation of conflict. The Syrian Civil War has transformed the nation into a battleground for a diverse array of opposition forces, ranging from moderate rebels to Islamist factions and foreign fighters, each vying for control and influence within the fractured country. This multiplicity of actors has only deepened the humanitarian crisis, leading to countless casualties and displacements. Internationally, Bashar al-Assad remains a figure of significant controversy. While he retains a base of support both within Syria and among his international allies, his leadership is heavily criticized. Western nations and regional powers have imposed sanctions and pursued various isolation efforts against his regime, seeking to exert pressure on Assad amidst a landscape of devastating conflict and human suffering. Bashar al-Assad's presidency is a narrative of contrasts, a leader whose initial potential for change transformed into a tenacious hold on power amidst a backdrop of severe civil unrest.